Hey, you guys are watching Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, and I am your Friday vlogger, Leanna. So this week's topic is holiday gatherings, I guess like holiday parties, you know, 'tis the season, blah, blah, blah. There's going to be, you know, how do you handle, you know, get-togethers with food, basically. And so... So, in all honesty, I guess I don't know. But I don't celebrate holidays. But, I am, you know, around these situations, I guess. And, you know, it kind of, when family gatherings or, you know, parties or whatever happen, I kind of look at it, you know, where am I at with my weight? Where am I, you know, where am I at with the week, you know? And it's kind of like, if I have, you know, room to splurge a little, I will splurge a little. You know, family gatherings or whatever only happen, you know, they don't happen every day of the week. So one day of, you know, eating something sweet or something you wouldn't normally eat, isn't going to, you know, knock over the scale, right? So my view, my outlook on it is, you know, one day isn't going to cause me to gain 10 pounds. You know, if you enjoy yourself, indulge, you know, the one day and then the following day you get back on track, or, you know that you have this event coming up, so you know, are more cautious of what you're eating, you know, up to this event or whatnot. And, you know, you're well aware of, you know, okay, I'm going to give myself this, you know, event or whatever, and I'm going to eat what looks good and, you know, enjoy myself. And that's okay. You know, you're allowed to do that. And that's kind of the way I look at it, you know. If I'm, you know, at a party and they have cake or they have ice cream or, you know, they've got, you know, treats, I let myself have that because I'm not at a party every day, you know, and so I will allow myself the treat. I will allow myself, you know, the extra whatever, because I don't do it every day. So, I know kind of with this time of year, you know, it's, someone posted it the other day and it was a really good point. You know, it's not Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve that makes you, you know, gain weight. It's all the other days in between that is what makes you gain weight, right? So, you know, it's the person offering the cookies or the, you know, the whatever baked goods, you know, during the time frame that you kind of have to put yourself a limit to, you know, and you've got to know and learn your limits, and you've got to own up to what that scale says throughout the process as well. So, you know, don't be afraid to get on the scale these 2 months or whatever that's, you know, hardest for you during this time of year or whatnot. You know, own that scale. Get on that scale. Make sure you know where you stand every day, every other day. You know, however you want to go about it, but make sure you're owning that number and you know where you're at, what you're doing, and if you have a gathering to go to, how you want to approach it. You know, sometimes I go to gatherings and whatnot, and I pick up the smallest plate that they have, And that's what I give myself, that small plate, and that's it. And so, or there's other times where I will go back for seconds, I mean, it just depends on where I'm at, you know, I guess you could say in my journey, but where I'm at, with my weight. So, I have been, banded for over 4 years now. And it just kind of, you learn to deal with these situations, and have to learn to when to say no. You have to learn to when to pretend to tell somebody that you're on a diet, and or people will come to learn that you're not about that lifestyle, and that you're about making better food choices, and people will know that. And it just, they may not even offer, because they know that more than likely you won't take it. So it just kind of depends on where you're at. And some days you may decide at whatever gathering it is you want to indulge, and give yourself that one day. But you don't have to make 2 months out of it, and you don't have to make, all week, every day, all day about, the baked goods and whatever's handed to you, just 'tis the season. And it shouldn't be 'tis the season. It should be 'tis the one day that you might give yourself, and I've gone about this whole weight loss surgery process about not depriving myself, and that, if you're, because it's kind of like the more you deprive yourself, the more you want it, and it just becomes like this, oh, I want this so bad, and then you end up going on a binge, and, you end up stuffing your face so much, because I have been there. I have done that. I have, I know I shouldn't eat this. I can't eat this. And by the time I know it, I am shoving all of it in my mouth, eating it as fast as I can to quickly settle this urge, and forget about all this stuff I'm shoving in my face. I'm hurrying up and I'm eating it as fast as I can, and then the next thing I know, I still want it, because I never got to enjoy that, craving or whatever I was having, because I was too busy, shoving it in my mouth in shame that, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be eating this, but I want to eat this, and I am eating this, but I shouldn't be eating this, and sometimes you just can't live like that. You just can't. So me personally, I've had to own up to the fact that, yes, I do like sweets. Yes, I'm going to eat sweets, here and there. And yes, I'm going to get on the scale on a regular basis. I'm not going to hide it. I'm going to work out regularly. 90% of the time, I'm going to be on point with my food. I'm going to count my calories. I'm going to drink my water. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. And 10% of the time, I am going to, indulge. And, when we go out to, dinner with friends, family, gatherings, every once in a while, because, it doesn't happen on a regular basis, I will indulge. So, you got to learn to, when you can, when you can't, you have to, I would say, you have to own where you're at. You have to own whether or not you can eat that cookie, because what did the scale say this morning, And, do you want to end up where you were in the past? Remember, you had weight loss surgery to make lifestyle changes. You had weight loss surgery to change your life. And not everyone is going to agree with your life changes. You are in the 'tis the season, so everybody is doing it, so you should too. But where did that get you? Right? You have to think about that. Where did that get you joining in all the fun that got you to me, 230 pounds, right? So at some point you have to learn when enough is enough and be able to control yourself and figure out, you know, when that point is. So that's what I got, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.